All right, and good afternoon. Wow, it already feels like it's 7 o'clock at night, but it's only 2:12. Technically, we're still in school and I'm supposed to be working. Huh, supposed to be. Okay, so we're starting off with Unit 7, Lesson 7, practice with rational basis. Okay, just to give you a heads up, rational just means ratio. Okay, so you're using fractions here. So we're looking at the first one. Which expression does not belong to this group? Now I'm going to make this a freebie, okay? Because each of you can have different reasons as to why this one doesn't belong, or this one doesn't belong, or this one doesn't belong, or this one doesn't belong, okay? But what we're going to be focusing on today is these two right here. Specifically, exponents with fractions, as well as exponents when the bases don't match up, okay? So it says choose 6 of the following to write using a single exponent. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 from each column, okay? So you can get some practice. And then something you can do on the side is just do the other ones. So 7 to the 5th times 7 to the 6th. They have the same base, so we add the exponents. 5 plus 6. Let me write that actually. 7 to the 11. My favorite store to go at 2 o'clock in the morning and buy some hot Cheetos and a brownie and a Slurpee. Once again, we have the same bases, so we're going to add the exponents. Did you guys know, actually, the other day I went to 7-Eleven at like 1 o'clock in the morning, bought $20 worth of scratchers, won $17, and then guess what I did with those $17? I bought more scratchers. I ended up, what the fudge? I ended up losing all my money, but it was totally worth it. Negative 3 plus 8 is 5. Okay? We want to write these with a single exponent. So since we're dividing, we're going to subtract the exponents. So this is going to be 3 to the 5th minus 28. That's going to be 3 to the negative 23. Similarly, this is subtracting, so it's going to be 2 to the negative 5th minus 4. Negative 5 minus 4 is a negative 9. And then we're taking a power to a power, so we multiply the exponents. We're taking a power to a power, so we're going to multiply the exponents. Okay? Now they're asking us which problems did we want to skip in the previous problem. None, because we're gods. Beast mode, right? No? Okay. In French, the word rien means none. Choose 3 of the following to write using a single positive exponent. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do the first 3. So remember, with a single positive exponent, since it's 2 to the negative 7, we're going to take the reciprocal. So that's 1/2 to the 7th power. 3 to the negative 23, it's going to be the reciprocal, which is 1/3 raised to the 23rd. And then C, what do you think? Yep, I agree. Tomatoes. 1/11 to the 8th power. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do all of these. These look pretty fun. You have the same thing on the top and the same thing on the bottom. Technically, that should tell you it's equal to 1, but notice how it has the same exponent. The same base. So that's 10 to the 5th minus 5. That's 10 to the 0, which we know is a big old 1. This is going to be 2/3 times 2/3 times 2/3, which is going to be 2 times 2 times 2, 8. And then 3 times 3 times 3, 27. Same base, different exponents. Since we're multiplying, we're going to add the exponents. 8 plus a negative 8 is 0, which is equal to 1. What do y'all think here? What are we going to do? I agree. We're going to multiply them by itself, right? Because we need 2 copies of a 5 over 4. That's 25 over 16. Don't look at the inside. You're raising it to the 0 power. So what does it equal? Uno. Could never be the dos. Okay, never mind. Maybe you figured this out, but this is actually just going to be 7 squared over 2 squared. That's 49 over 4. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy. Okay? So let's see if these are true. You have 1/3, 1/3. It's the same base. And then what do we do with the exponents? You add them, right? So it's going to be 1/3 to the 2 plus 4, which is 1/3 to the 6th. So this is true. Are the bases the same or different? They're different, right? So you can't. Yeah, no, this is hella wrong. You cannot multiply the 3 and the 5 to get 15 and then add the exponents. Wrong. Bruh. What? If that was a times, I would agree. But it's not. It's a plus. Hella wrong. Times 2. This one seems kind of tricky, actually. 1/2 to the 4th times 10 to the 3rd. You know, just by looking at it, I think they're doing the same thing they did up in number 2. 1/2 times 10 is 5, and then 4 plus 3 is 7. Yeah, this is wrong. Again. And is this right? 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 5 is 25. I know that 15 times 15 is 225. And 9 times 25 is 225. Huh. So maybe, what? This is weird. No. So you can multiply 3 and 5 to get 15. But then the 2's are all matching up. You know, 15 is equal to 3 times 5. So 15 squared should be 3 times 5 squared. 3 times 5 squared is 3 times 5 times 3 times 5. And since multiplication is commutative, meaning you can switch the order, this is 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. That's 3 squared times 5 squared, which is exactly what we have over here. Huh. That's so weird. Ooh. Of course I'm ready for more. Oh, what? Solve this equation. Bro. What? Okay. Yeah. You guys are too young for that. Okay, so this is how you do it. That's pretty cool. 9 can be written as 3 squared. So I'm going to replace that 9 with a 3 squared. Since you're taking an exponent to an exponent, we have 3, so the x minus 5. You're taking an exponent to an exponent, so you can multiply the exponents. That's going to be 2x plus 8, right? Because you distribute the 2. And this is kind of confusing, so just bear with me. The bases are the same, and since they're equal, it must be true that the exponents are also the same. So x minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 8. Now, if you're like, what the fudge is happening? That's okay. It's okay. As long as you can follow along and understand why it's correct to do certain things. And then the opposite of adding 8 is subtracting 8. That's a big old 0. So x is equal to negative 13. And that's what x equals. And I know it's kind of funky, but I mean, that's just the way it is. Now, if you have your workbook and you're doing this in your workbook, awesome. If you have your math notebook, I want you to rewrite these in your notebook, okay? Because these are the rules for this specific unit. If you know that, for example, let's look at this one. If you know that multiplying means you add the exponents, right? Let me just show y'all. Let me use orange. If you know that multiplying the exponents, when you're multiplying, you can add the exponents, awesome. If you know that taking a power to a power means you multiply them, awesome. If you know when dividing them, it means subtracting, awesome. If you know that negative exponents mean reciprocals or fractions, awesome possum. And I hope you know this one. Anything to the 0 is equal to 1. If you got those, ooh, you're in good hands. Moving on to the homework. Ooh. Let's see how much we got. Oh, we don't got a lot. It's going to be a short video today. Write with a single exponent. I got you, fam. So remember. Wait, why isn't it writing? Oh. This means 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. All over. How many? Yep. How many cancel? Yep. I'm going to use orange. Pew, pew. So you're left with how many 7s? Yep. 7 to the 4th. And we subtracted the exponents, right? What do we do here? Yep, we're going to multiply. I really hope you said multiplied, because if you didn't, I'm sorry. I wonder if there's a lag. I was watching a video the other day, one of the videos I made, and I think there's a lag. There might be like a 1 or 2 second lag. Could be tripping though, because I'm wearing sandals. 4 squared times 4 to the 6th. We add the exponents since we're multiplying. So that's going to be 4 to the 8th. And if y'all can find a math mistake actually while I'm doing this, I will legitimately, let's see, I will buy you something. I'll literally order you food, okay? Under $10, but it's the first person that catches a mistake. Meaning, if I post a video, and there's something legitimately wrong with my algebra, and you can find it, and you comment on YouTube or tell me, I will order you food. And it can be meat, it can be a burger, I don't really care. I respect what y'all eat. What's the exponent on this one right here? Wait, maybe I should have waited before I just wrote it down. So this is going to be 6 to the what? 1 plus 8, which is 9. We're taking a power to a power. We're going to multiply the exponents. Ooh. There's a 1 right here. So that's going to be 3 to the 10 minus 1 equals 3 to the 9th. What up, Derpy? What you looking at, Derpy? Derpy. Okay. Derpy's my dog's name. So our base is 0.173. And we're multiplying, which means we're going to... Hey, I just killed a mosquito. We're going to add the exponents, okay? So this finna be 0.173 to the 11 power. Disgusting. The base is 87.87, and then 5 minus 3 is 2. You see, it ain't that bad. The base is 5 over 2, and then we're subtracting the exponent, so 8 minus 6 is 2. And if you really want to, you can go ahead and distribute. No, not distribute, I mean multiply, square everything. Noah says that 2 to the 4th times 3 squared is equal to 6 to the 6th. Tyler says that 2 to the 4th times 4 squared is equal to 16 squared. Do you agree with Noah? Explain or share your reasoning. Okay. Well, Noah says 2 to the 4th times 3 squared. Let's figure what that is first. 2 to the 4th, I'm a nerd, it's 16. 3 squared is 9. Okay? 9 times 16, well, I know that 16 technically is 10 plus 6 times 9. That's going to be 10 times 9, that's 90, plus 6 times 9, that's 54, so that's 144. 6 to the 6th. Well, that's going to be 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. This is 36, that's 36, and that's 36. Already, 36 times 36 is hella bigger than 144. So I know this is wrong. I do not agree with Noah. And the other one, let's see. I wonder, can you copy? Oh, you know what? I think it's this tool. What just happened? Nothing happened. What happened? Bro. Oh, I see. I can copy my stuff, but not stuff that's on there. Boo. 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th times 4 squared equals what? 16 squared. Funny story. I think I was in 3rd grade, right? You first learn the multiplication when you're in 2nd grade, but then you're supposed to learn all your times tables by the time you're in 3rd grade. I remember doing my homework, right, while watching a Mexico soccer game, you know, back then when they actually had sports events. Not like today. Another mosquito. What's up with... No, don't cancel. Okay, that one got away. Anyways, I remember watching a Mexico soccer game, and this question was on there, 16 squared or 16 times 16. I think that's what it said. And I remember I used, a calculator, and it said 256. But the number always stuck with me, 256. It could be because that's, 2 to the 8th power? It's a power of 2. But 256 was actually how big my flash drive was when I was in 8th grade. But it wasn't 256 gigabytes. It was 256 megabytes. And I paid $29.99 at Office Depot. At the Fruitvale Village. And if you don't know, there is no Office Depot there because now it's a Ross. Good old times. Back when we weren't in quarantine. Or is it quarantine? I think I'm losing it. That's okay though. So, 2 to the 4th is 16. And 4 squared is 16. So that's true. Tyler the creator, right? Tyler the God, whatever. You write home E. Please don't actually write that. That's horrible spelling. Oh, really? That's it? Huh. All right. That was easy. Fast, fun. Remember, get these tattooed. Write them inside your nose.